have attained it. For more information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthis, you can find it at the website, parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
Listeners should be aware that the following program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you. At visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Bill is loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you get released. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
Dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. To men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This thing's my love. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio.
And welcome to the Prison Show. Tonight is Friday, and let me see what the date is. The 27th. I lost the date for a second. How y'all doing? We have a house full tonight.
Yes, we do.
We have get your mic.
You got to talk into the mic. It's 1970s.
19 It's 1970s equipment. So we have Jamison in the house. We have Tatiana in the house, Linda, David, and me. We're all in the house.
Yes, we are.
We are in the house. That's right. David has lined up a fantastic show. Jamison Charles is certified life coach, returning citizen, author, and playwright of Sometimes It's Hell Getting to Heaven.
Yes.
Playing July 19th at Bethany Baptist Church on Homestead Road here in Houston. Tatiana, how do you say your last name?
Santoyo.
Santoyo.
Yeah. Everybody says Santollo, though.
She is the president and founder of Texas Prison Alliance. Marci Marie, everyone knows Marci Marie.
Yes.
If you don't, you should. She is the Prison Show Women's Unit reporter, social media influencer, and director of community engagement at Lioness Justice Impacted Women's Alliance. That's a mouthful, Marci. And, of course, Lynn and I are here with the Death Row Angels report. But first, you know, there's a lot's been going on this week, a whole lot. Congratulations to Ruben Gutierrez with a positive ruling from the Supreme Court. So it doesn't happen very often, but congratulations.
Got that right.
Yeah, it does not happen. And if you are not familiar with the case, pull up the SCOTUS decision from yesterday, Ruben Gutierrez versus Saenz. I think that's how you say it, Saenz? Saenz, yeah, Saens. So, but first up, right out the gate, we have Jamison Charles. So make sure you speak. Remember, bring that microphone down.
I am definitely going to speak into this microphone.
There we go.
I have such a big mouth. Me and microphones are like, hey, I can do that too.
Well, I've got your volume cranked all the way up, so if you want to get a bigger mouth, then please do it. Crank you back down.
Thank you, Dave. Yes, man, what in the world? I can't believe I'm actually on the prison show. Such a big fan of you guys. Man, the impact you're making is, trust me, you'll never know how big you are because the impact you're making can't be seen, it's felt. So, man, congratulations on what you're doing. Please keep pushing. Those guys and those women really need you. I love it.
Oh, well, thank you. We're pushing.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
And we're poking the bear. We're
I love to poke the bear.
we're doing it. Trust me.
Yes, you are. Please carry on.
So what do you have for us tonight?
Well, I have, first of all, this wonderful stage play that I'm bringing, this stage play that I wrote in prison after 27 years of incarceration. I came home with a book, and I turned the book into this stage play. And now this stage play is starring me, and I think I have like 3 or 4 guys who I actually did prison time with. And we were dreaming of changing our lives, man, changing the narrative on our lives. And we figured out the only way that the narrative changes is if the narrator changes. It stopped being us and it started being about God. And what we did was we changed in there. So when we came home, it was just an address change. We had already had our heart transplant. And so me and my guys got together, and I have my awesome wife is the star of the play. And when I tell you it is the feel-good event, we come in and nobody leaves that venue the same way they walked in. It's very inspiring, but it's more than anything, it's hilarious. And we did that on purpose because it was written in a dark place. And one thing about dark places can't stand the light. And I learned that wherever I am, if I bring the light, then it doesn't matter how dark it is. It doesn't matter if I bring a flashlight, a candle light. It doesn't matter the size of the light. Any light illuminates. And it's a beautiful thing when you're in the dark. And I was in the dark for far too long. So now I just try to bring my light everywhere I go.
That's all. I like that.
You can have it.
I can have it. I will give you all credit for it. All credit. So when you wrote the play,
yes,
you were still incarcerated?
I was. I wrote a dozen stage plays and books and movie scripts, TV shows. This is just the first one, and it's had legs. And so I was waiting to go to the next one, but this one is still being asked for. We're still getting great crowds, great responses. And so, but I didn't want to just do this because this is me. I wanted to do something for the guys and the females because I know that for the longest I was writing and no one would help me. I was like, I'm getting these publishers. They're trying to scam me and take my money and tell me they're doing stuff they're not doing. So I said, well, I'm going to wait until I come home. And I did it for myself. I found out how to do it. So now I started a publishing company, and I actually am proud to say that we are now open for business, and we are publishing incarcerated authors. For everybody who is writing, I know it's somebody writing in the cell right now, like, wait, what did he say? Yes, we are publishing incarcerated authors, not exclusively, but we definitely want each and every one of you to know that you have a voice, you have a future, and your future doesn't have to wait until you're released. Whoever you want to be, whoever you're going to be, you can be that right now. Please feel free to send me your ideas. Please don't send me your books. But if you're serious about writing, man, tell me what your book is about, and I promise I'm going to respond to you get you a pen right quick. Not the one that skips either. Get the good pen. I'm going to give you my address. Here we go. Write this down. If it's not you, you know somebody that writes.
Say it slow.
I'm going to say it real slow. I answer all of my letters. Everything gets answered. So don't feel like, man, he's never going to respond. I'm that one guy that's going to respond. The address is Comeback Season Productions /publications. If you just put CSP, I'll get it too. I just want you to know the name, Comeback Season, because it means something. Everybody has a season under heaven, and you have a comeback season. If I have one after 27 years, surely you have one coming too. It's P.O. Box 55. That's 55. Copperas Cove, Texas. That's Copperas, Cove, Cove, Texas, 76522. If you're one of those guys that, I don't know if I'll do it, I'll just have my family email. Cool, I'm with it. I will respond to your family as well. My email is Jamison Charles, Jamison, Charles 25, the number 2, the number 5, at Gmail. And if that's not enough, we're also providing insurance, man, day one insurance for guys through my nonprofit organization, the Before, During, and After Foundation. And this foundation just launched last month, man. I'm honestly, it astounds me that things are happening so fast, but man, God will make up for lost time. You think you've lost time, but what he has for you is for you. No one else can have it. No one else can fit your shoes. So don't feel like I'm missing something. Can nobody have it? It's waiting on you. You just have to prepare yourself, because the only way he's going to give you the next thing if you prove that he can trust you with the last thing he gave you. If it's just a little commissary, you have to do right by that. Be a proper steward of that. Don't be afraid to give somebody something without asking 2 for 1. It's okay. It's okay. But we have this nonprofit organization, Before, During, and After. And what we do, we like to get to kids before they get in any trouble. We like to tell them exactly what they stand to lose. We like to tell them that you're only as smart as your next decision. It doesn't matter if you've always been smart in school. If you go home and you're dumb on the bus, you could lose it all with one decision, following the wrong crowd one night, just like I did. And so we like to get them before they see a prison cell. And while people are in there, that's my favorite part, the prison ministry part, where we get to tell them, hey, your life is a reclamation project. You tear it all down and start from level 0. Just tear it down. Don't worry about remembering anything. Don't worry about learning anything. Let's first forget everything. Forget everything that you were taught, because a lot of us were taught dead wrong. The street taught us wrong. Our families taught us wrong. It's a lot of people that taught us wrong. Let's strip it all down and start over. Let's build your house with a foundation of Christ. Let's start from there and build everything up. Integrity, responsibility, all those things have to be in you before you do anything, because if you're not, you're going to just continue to repeat things. So we like to get to the guys while they're in there. And then the after, well, that's awesome, because that's the reentry. And Lee College is running circles around everybody in the country in reentry. They have a call every week. We're on the call. People come in. They want to talk about what they're doing, frustrated about not being able to get a job. We got resources. We got a think tank. We just let you vent. And it was full of people that understand. And I love being on there, man. Lee College is killing it. They actually videotaped my stage play, and they're going to video this stage play, and they're going to stream it in the prisons all over the country in hopes of inspiring the men and women in there, so that they know that it ain't over till God says it's over. You keep pushing. It doesn't matter what your sentence say. It doesn't even matter what you say about yourself. If you just stand up, man, it's going to happen for you. And for everyone who's out there thinking, well, I'm going to get out, but no one's going to be waiting for me, that's a lie. We're going to be waiting for you. And day one, insurance, that's me too. You contact me at Jamison Charles 25 at Gmail. And even if this is your year, if you know I'm getting out this year, I don't know when, but this is my year, man, contact me. We're going to have your health insurance for free, waiting on you. The day one, you don't have to wait 90 days to get insurance, 60 days. And that's not the bootleg insurance. This is the good stuff. Parks Insurance has allowed me to come on board. And what's so great about Parks is their owner has a brother who was incarcerated and came home with a lot of medical issues and couldn't get his meds, couldn't afford the meds that he needed now. And he's like, you left, you were perfectly healthy. Now you come home with all these issues and we can't pay it. So what he did, he left his job in the cushy little insurance world and started anew. And now he's #1 in the market. He's bringing people like me on so I can actually validate what they're doing, because I'm not going to lie to my guys. I'm not going to lie to my women out there who are in white. I'm praying for you. I'm pushing for you. Every time I do something, I think about one of y'all coming home and them saying, hey, well, that one guy was okay. We're going to give this one a chance too. And I just want y'all to just remain faithful and know, man, you can do it. I know it's hard. I know it's rough. I know people have thrown you away. Trust me, I know. They threw me away too. But thankfully, God never got that memo. He wrote me into another story, and now I'm writing stories about him.
Wow.
We got all that out.
I know. I'm like, wait, let me. Day one insurance. So it's health insurance.
Yes, ma'am. Health insurance, your meds, get you a physical, dental and eyesight. That might cost you $25 a month. But trust me, it's worth it. I know you have to go to the dentist the first day you come home after eating all that, those cookies and honey buns, and you need a physical after eating all that pork noodle casserole. And we're going to get you in there, man, day one, so your family doesn't have to worry about doing all that stuff for you. That's one thing you got coming. And I just appreciate the fact that you guys have been responding to me. I've been getting letters like crazy. I'm trying to respond to all of them on Securus and whatnot. But more than anything, I just want you to be inspired, man, and know that this is not just you. You got a whole army of people out here who love you guys, or are doing everything we can to make life easier for you upon your release. And, man, I'd love to be the first person you talk to when you get home. Pick up that phone and call me. I would give my number on here, but I just know somebody's going to be calling me. I'm going to do it one time. I'm only going to do it once. Man, you call me if you need somebody to even just to give you a word, man. Trust me, I'm built for this. This is what I came home for. God let me loose. He told me to go get them, and I got them, and I don't stop. It doesn't matter if I'm on the stage or I'm one-on-one. You get the same version of me. There is no two versions of me. I did that when I was young. I put everything out on the table. I love to brag about how terrible I was, but one thing about God, he'll separate you so far from your worst self that even when you tell people how bad you used to be, they be like, oh, yeah, right. You wasn't doing all of that. You out here robbing folks? Man, I wish you would. Man, you a pushover. And they're right. I really am. And I'm glad to be one. But at one point, that's who I used to be. And I think everybody has a used to be story, right? That's what a great pastor friend of mine says.
I have never.
He says everybody has a used to be. And if you don't have a used to be story, you're probably what you used to be.
All right, good one. I'll admit it.
But it's a beautiful thing to find that redemption.
Lee College will be streaming this?
Yes, man. Shout out to my guy, Brandon Warren. He streamed these things. He taped this, and I really didn't get it when he did it. I thought he was just trying to, just make it visual for me, but he actually streamed it, and Lee College is so awesome because they have a great team. Calvin Green, Tracy Williams, they are killing it. And they don't just wait for change to happen. They make change happen. They change the temperament in every room they walk in. I applaud them. Donna Zunica, she's been doing it for so many years, killing it. When you see people in leadership, because everybody in leadership isn't the same. Some people are like, yeah, y'all are down there, I'm up here. No, she's constantly reaching down and pulling people up. Her whole reentry team have lived the reentry experience. And so they are just grinding, man. I'm just proud to be a part of what they're doing on their end. And on my end, I like to entertain people, but I like to educate them too. I love for people to learn something when they come to my play. I love them to even if it's learning about themselves, I love for them to walk out saying, man, that was me on that stage. Because every character speaks to somebody. And I'm just very proud that Houston finally gets to see it. We've been dancing around Houston, but now we're in Houston. And Houston, you've got to come and see this stage play. Bring your whole family. It's family friendly. But, man, it's something for everybody. The kids. It's the one place you can bring your grandmother and your granddaughter, and they will both have the exact same fun, the exact same laughs. So if you can, please come and check us out.
All right. So when will Lee College be streaming this?
Oh, they're streaming this live.
Right. Oh.
They'll be there this night, and they're going to stream it. The exact version that they see is going to be on the tablets within days on Brandon's commentary. It's the podcast that he does.
Brandon's commentary.
And it is going to be phenomenal. Yeah, so you get to see all of the cast. You get to see the crowd. Hopefully somebody give you guys a shout-out, man. If nobody gives you a shout-out, you get one from me. But please get at me if you get a chance, man, at 409-926.
Whoa. 409?
926.
926.
73. 91. I can tell you right now, I'm not accepting no collect calls. Don't be calling me collect, talking about, it's your boy. No, you get, stop eating all them honey buns, man, and buying all them sodas. Save you a couple of dollars on the phone and give me a call. I'm trying to give you some free health insurance. I'm trying to publish your book where you get 100% of your royalties. Stop letting these people rob y'all into thinking that you got something coming when it's not. Deal with somebody who actually cares about you. This is more than about chasing a check. I don't chase checks. I chase the Lord, and he lets the checks chase me.
Well, we appreciate you being on.
Man,
Thank
you guys
you
are
so
awesome.
So now, is it Tatiana? It's Tatiana. So why don't we switch
do it.
over? Yeah. And I was trying to get this out while you were talking, but it was blocking everything. So let me put it up there again while y'all are switching chairs. I can go ahead and put this up on the screen so everyone can see. Sometimes it's hell getting to heaven, the stage play. It's awesome. All right, now we have Tatiana. I'm just going to stick with you.
Tatiana Santollo.
So just
Oh, Tatiana Santollo.
Santollo.
Or as everybody else says, Santollo.
Santollo.
Come on.
Exactly.
You say it with
Thank
a Y.
you.
I'll start spelling it with a Y so
Santollo.
she can say it.
Santollo, Tatiana Santollo.
Santollo.
Santollo. Yes.
So what do you have for us this evening?
Oh gosh.
I know you got
Where
a
do we
lot.
begin? We got a lot. We got a lot going on. We just mailed out over 1,200 newsletters throughout the whole state of Texas. We've heard a lot of positive feedback, which we're really, really thrilled. If anybody is interested in signing up for our newsletters, please feel free to write our P.O. Box and attention newsletter, and we will go ahead and sign you up for our newsletter. We have a newsletter coming out winter.
And
right
what is that
after
P.O. box?
P.O. Box 1563, Pearland, Texas, 77588.
All right.
Attention newsletters, and we'll go ahead and sign you up. It's absolutely free. It's something that we do for our incarcerated individuals, which entails, resources. And this last issue, we put top 10 parole attorneys that we recommend, and we're going to continue the next in the winter with another 10.
I may need that list.
Yeah, for sure. No, most definitely. Yes. And just resources for them where they can get free books, where they can write to get these free books. That's why I would love his information. I would love to have that health insurance. We do have a reentry. That would be a wonderful resource for them so that they can also write him
That's an
as
excellent
well.
resource.
Yeah, for sure. No, most definitely. So we have the newsletter, and we have also, we started ambassadors. So we have incarcerated ambassadors.
Ooh.
And basically what a facilitator does on the outside, which is advocate, is what they're doing on the inside. So,
And I don't think I mentioned when you first sat down that you're with Texas Prisons Alliance.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
The Texas Prisons Alliance, or TPA.
yes. So these ambassadors are incarcerated individuals, and I kind of filter through the ones who want to be, they have to be, they can't be a G4 or a G5. And there's 3 questions that I ask basically, and what's your line class, and what have you done to rehabilitate yourself? Because if we were to leave it for TDC, I mean, I'm not going to go there. So anyways, what have you done to rehabilitate yourself? And lastly, why do you want to become an ambassador? And based on that is where I determine whether they would fit the criteria that I'm kind of looking for. Somebody to help inside there, to be the eyes, like, hey, like if there's respite being denied, or there's warm water, like one I got today, there's warm water being given out. There's no ice. The SSI is keeping the ice for himself, stuff like that. We'll go ahead and just, hey, where's this at? What area of the housing area is it? And we'll go ahead and take care of it immediately. If there's a medical issue, which we've had a lot of medical issues, like, for example, Styles is, and I'm not afraid to say it, I mean, Styles is horrible for getting these incarcerated individuals their meds, their insulin, and yeah, it's they're good one week and then it's back to normal, you know, and unfortunately normal is no meds, or they'll get it at the end of the day, and it's just not pressing for them, which is unfortunate, and they get threatened. So these ambassadors are super. I've seen, we had at first, I think maybe we had about 10. We have 37 now. So
At different units?
In different units. We have like 4 in Styles. I know we have like 3 in Lane Murray. We have them all over. We have some in Ellis unit. We have some. I have one in Memorial. They're just all over. And whoever wants to become an ambassador again can write us at our PO box and attention ambassador, and tell me why you want to be an ambassador and what have you done to rehabilitate yourself. And, you know, we'll take it from there. It's been super successful, and I hope, you know, for it to continue to grow. They were featured in our last newsletter that just came out this summer, and I plan on featuring them with a picture in the winter newsletter so that they can see who they are, and they can go to them. If somebody at that unit sees that person, hey, you know what, let me go ask them for help. Because it'll be easier, because so what they do is they e-message me. So they'll e-message our Texas Prisons Alliance Securus account, and I'm the one who pretty much checks it, and then that's where we go ahead and we transfer that on to kind of like a letter for assistance, and it's worked with our facilitator, or sometimes I'll do it. Yeah, depending on what it is. So we have that going on, and that's super successful. And so far, and also the veterans, we have started sponsoring veterans. We're sponsoring a veterans group in Stevenson unit. And the head there is Daniel Ortiz, wonderful. He approached us, asked us if we would sponsor, and, you know, we're fortunate to go ahead and do this, and we're getting this off the ground. And we've had some more veterans in various units who need sponsoring. And
what is a sponsor entail?
Sponsoring, basically, it's we'll go over there once a month. They give us their goals, and, you know, we're there witnessing the meetings. I guess they have their donations, so we keep their donations separate. And basically, if he'll say, hey, Tatiana, I need some flags, some, you know, POW MIA flags, or whatever type of flag, or whatever they're needing, and we'll use their funds to purchase it. And it'll be delivered to the unit, obviously, and the warden signs off on that, and it's completely approved. So we're just basically a backup for them, and it's a program that I've kind of started, and I figured if Stevenson needs this, I'm sure there's other ones, and sure enough there is. There is, because I guess before there was some called Veterans Incarcerated Group, and there was some type of bad situation that happened with some of those VIG groups, and it's left like a sour taste in TDC's mouth. So I kind of want to revamp it and change the name. So that's why I haven't said the name, because we haven't decided yet in the name. But it'll be coming soon. So it'll be replacement of that. But we're possibly looking at maybe Cofield and maybe Styles unit. But we'll see. We'll see, definitely. So we have that going on so far. Just that.
Just that.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot of going on.
Yes, I think it always is. It always is. We're just pushing forward, you know. We're not looking back.
Pushing forward.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
right.
Yes.
So, question, because I know someone out there is going to ask me, why didn't you ask her? Why can't G4 or G5s be ambassadors?
Because in my eyes, I want them to show an example. They have to show an example, and they're a G4 or a G5 for a disciplinary reason.
True.
It has to be a disciplinary reason, but it can definitely be an incentive for them to, once they're reclassified and they could be a G3 or G2 or G1, most definitely. Because I know usually G3s, it's because of their time.
Correct.
Yeah.
What about people in restrictive housing?
I would totally support that. I have a friend in Memorial Unit, and he knows who he is, Ambrosio. And he's been there for 30 years. And I would definitely, because he's just, he's a good guy. And he's just there because, you know, they see him differently, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know quite a few
Yeah.
that are in restrictive housing for
Definitely.
not because of their behavior or anything like that.
Exactly. Just because of, you know.
Previous, like
Correct.
30 years ago.
Yes.
kind of thing.
Yes. And granted, though, he's waiting. My friend's waiting, but we're hoping he's waiting sitting down. But so we're hoping it's sooner rather than
Yes.
later. But, you know, I have faith that he will be, you know, put in population sooner rather than later. But in the meantime, he's a wonderful human being. And yes, definitely restrictive housing, and there's a need. Because they hardly go back there. Let's be honest, they hardly go back there.
You're right.
Yes.
They don't. They
Yeah.
really don't. So you're open to G2,
G2, G1, G3?
G3, and restrictive housing.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
What about death row?
Oh, yes.
Come on, girl.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. But see, though, I've never really been, and I know you know, and I can ask you on this because you advocate for them. We've never had anything from anybody in death row. So to me, if I don't hear anything, you know what I'm saying? There isn't a need, but they have you. But I haven't heard.
This is true.
Yeah.
They have me and Linda,
Yeah.
most definitely. But you never know. Maybe.
Exactly. No, most definitely.
Right. So y'all, I mean, an ambassador can. They can help them back there.
Definitely.
Stuff that we're not able to.
Yes. So it's a form of advocating for them, you know, making sure that somebody's like, there was an older man that was, he was at Styles, and he's just very frail, and he has to be approved for a walker, and he can barely walk to the cafeteria, and they have to walk him, and he's just very brittle, and he's just can hardly breathe, but we're trying to get that walker approved for him at least, because he's a little hard-headed.
Oh, really?
He doesn't want to move units. I think he's very loved there with his comrades, and he just doesn't want change. So I get it, but in a way I kind of don't get it. I get it because he doesn't want to change. He doesn't want to change, and you know, if he's going to go out, he wants to be surrounded by his loved ones, people who he loves and cares for, and they care for him. But it's like, man, it's your health. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but he also has people there that can help him.
Exactly.
I get that.
Yeah. It's kind of like a double-edged sword.
It really is.
Yeah.
Now, I assume that you've gotten with Huntsville about the walker.
Well, actually, not Huntsville, UTMB. We're trying to get that approved. Yes. We're trying to get it approved. But right now we're limited because we're not on his HIPAA. So there's a lot of incarcerated individuals who don't have anybody out here.
Right.
And they'll put us on their HIPAA, and man, there's a huge difference. It's opening the door for us to continue to advocate for them medically, and whenever they need it, just as long as they update it every 2 years. Feel free to add us on your HIPAA.
It makes a difference.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yes.
Especially when you're, you keep poking them.
You're right.
It's
yeah,
like,
no, you're
hey,
right. You're totally
it's
right.
me.
Yes. No, you're completely right.
I can guarantee a lot of people throughout Huntsville know a few people's names because we hit them so hard with it, like every day. Hey, do you remember this guy?
Yes.
Hey, do you remember him?
Yeah.
So just to make sure we have 1 minute, your P.O. Box is P.O. Box 1563, Pearland 77588.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct.
Yes.
And if they want to be an ambassador, they should put ambassador.
Attention ambassador. And if they want newsletter, attention newsletter.
All right. And the newsletter is free for them, correct?
It's free. They just write us and we can sign them up. I'll put them on the list. And the next issue will be winter, and it'll come out right after Thanksgiving. That's the plan.
Okay. So y'all are aiming for 3 times a year?
We would love 4 times a year, but it costs.
Oh, yes.
It costs. Yes. So for right now, it's 3. Right now it's 3. We're hoping for 4, but
Shooting for that 4.
definitely.
All right.
Yeah, I would love it.
All right. Let's wrap it up. Any last?
I don't know. Just thank you guys for always believing in Texas Prisons Alliance. If there's an issue, don't hesitate to write us. And yeah, we're just going to move forward and continue to advocate for our loved ones. And for those of you who don't have anybody on the outside, we're here for you as well. Find your ambassador, find their names, and hopefully in the wintertime you will see a picture of your ambassador, and you can look for them, or at least find their names and ask people around who is this person, so that we can help you quicker.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Now let's get to Marci. Hey, Marci.
Hey, y'all. How are you?
Doing great. What do you have for us this evening?
Well, I have a bunch, but man, they were some heavy hitters. Charles coming in hot, Tatiana, and y'all know I love Texas Prison Alliance. They are about that, like, feet on the ground, get stuff done kind of people. And so I've just been enjoying the show so far. I have a whole list, and I have 10 minutes to get through it, and I'm accepting the mission, Dani.
You go for it, girl.
Okay. I know I talked last time about on the show about Senate Bill 1080. It's a major win this session. So this legislative session was tough, y'all. We did a lot of just kind of mitigating harm and fighting against some bad legislation. But this one, we were able to really get some lived experience voices, and it has to do with provisional occupational licenses. People in TDCJ, y'all can now apply for your occupational license while you're still in prison. So you can get that. It passed. It's done. It's all the way through.
Woohoo!
So, yes, a big win, and I think it's going to help so many folks. So this is any occupation that requires a license. So cosmetology, HVAC, and whatever else. There's a plethora of them that you guys know what requires a license. So we're really excited. It breaks down some barriers. And gives y'all a faster pathway to employment. So I'm really excited for y'all. There was a bill we worked on, Senate Bill 1078, which is a bill that would have given very clear limits on strip searches for incarcerated women. That bill, it got heard in the House. It did not pass this legislative session, but we just want y'all to know we're going to be working hard on that for next session. And so we realize that those invasive group searches that are happening when they're only finding, cheese from the kitchen and free world eyeshadow are ridiculous. And so we're pushing to get some of those things changed for sure. I've been busy. On a personal note, we are now in the final stages of post-production for my film. It's called Whispers Behind Bars. I interviewed 20 women who had their babies inside the Texas prison system and wrote a collective narrative around that. It explores how, like, incarceration impacts pregnancy and birth and motherhood, and it also kind of explores generational healing and how just because you're in prison, moms and dads, does not mean you don't love your kids. And I can't tell you how many times I was told that as a mother inside of TDCJ, that if you loved your kids, you wouldn't be here. No, I'm a woman who made a mistake, who loves her kids. I'm a woman who went down the wrong path, who has children that I love. And so those are two separate things. Just because you make a mistake does not mean you don't care about things that are happening out here, you know, and so I think this film really humanizes that and explores that. It premieres in LA on July 23rd.
Oh, wow.
So it's moving fast. I'm really excited about that. We have some events coming up, some community events. In September 6th, on September 6th in Gatesville, we'll hold our third annual Lioness. We'll hold our third annual candlelight vigil. It will be at Raby Park at 7 p.m. It will be to honor all of the people that have lost their lives to the extreme temperatures inside of Texas prisons. And it's kind of a place for us to gather and really hold space to acknowledge that our loved ones and families, and we consider all of you family. We know that it's not easy in there this time of year. And this is really, we hold it in Gatesville, of course, because we're Lioness, and Gatesville holds the majority of incarcerated women in the state, and so that's why we're there. We drive down the road. We'll be honking our horns at the prisons. You know, we're just really try to let them know that we're there and standing in solidarity with you all. So speaking of the heat, right, we'll do just a very quick lawsuit update, a federal lawsuit update. We are still waiting on a trial date, and so that's where that is. And these kind of things, like, we're out here fighting, and we didn't get relief from the ledge this session regarding AC and climate control in there, but we're still fighting, and we still have this lawsuit, and we have a federal judge who has written this massive 80-plus page opinion saying that this is most likely a constitutional violation to house people in this, you know, so it's hopeful. So you all just know that there is hope, and hold on to that, because we're out here. I loved how Charles said, you've got a whole army out here fighting for you, and you truly do. You truly do. Lioness is also going to be participating in a formerly incarcerated People's March. It's hosted by Big Homies Street Mentoring and some of our other community partners. That's going to be July 19th in San Antonio. We'll meet at 11 a.m. at Millam Park, M as in Marci, I-L-A-M. Park in San Antonio, July 19th at 11 a.m. This will be I went last year, was my first year, and it was amazing. There was so much high energy there, and we were really able to be together in community, but also just be seen and known. Like, San Antonio knew we were there. We made some noise, and it was really empowering. Lioness is working on we've partnered with Girls Empowerment Network to bring some new leadership training. It will be a 3-part series called Emergent Strategies. So we're really excited about using that technique, which kind of takes, emergent strategies is like taking a bunch of small things to get to the big thing. So it's something that I think that we can all benefit from, is really celebrating the small wins. Senate Bill 3. This doesn't have anything to do with Lioness, but I'm so happy, and that was the bill that would criminalize anything with THC in it. And we just know that a lot of people use that for pain management. A lot of veterans use it for PTSD. A lot of formerly incarcerated people that are off parole use it for PTSD reasons. And so that did get vetoed. And so just that's a little, in my book, that's a small win. Medical transport bill that got passed last session, we're hearing from a lot of our ladies inside that medical transport is going downhill. I want you all to know that we are out here. We hear you. We're hearing your letters. We appreciate y'all keeping us updated, and we are going to hold the state accountable to follow the law. And so we're working on that. We are proud to say that we are strong in Houston, San Antonio, East Texas, DFW, and Austin. And if you are in those areas, I can immediately connect you with community. But we also have members that are formerly incarcerated spread across the state that are looking to build in other areas, and maybe that's you. You need to let us know if it is. We meet every third Thursday on Zoom at 6 p.m. It's a statewide call. That's the first step to getting involved with Lioness and joining this fight. I see my time's up. Listen, bit.ly/Lioness monthly call. That's how you register for those. This is how you contact me. Folks on the inside, write me at Lioness at the address. If you want it just to me, put my name, Marci, 111 East, that's not the P.O. Box, P.O. Box 12051, Austin, Texas, 78711. I love you all. I think you all are amazing. Prison Show, I love you. Thank you for holding to your true, authentic selves and keeping families connected to our loved ones on the inside.
Thank you, Marci.
Love y'all. Thank you so much.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Okay, talk soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye. All right. Now it's time for the Death Row Angels. And Linda's been playing Let Everyone Out. So I'm going to get going. Good evening, everyone on Texas Death Row and everyone else listening. And we do mean everyone. Let me talk to the camera, because I was accused of not talking to the camera. This week in the United States, 2 men were executed. Thomas Goodiness from Florida. He was executed on June the 24th, and Richard Jordan from Mississippi was executed on June 25th. Right now, currently, there is 1 scheduled execution in Texas, 5 total for the United States, according to the Death Penalty Information Center. 11 executions in the United States have been stayed, rescheduled, date has been withdrawn, or have died. There have been 25 executions this year, with 5 in Texas. Like my friend Leroy at the PAC unit, hey Leroy, and T at Polensky added, no voice is too small, so pick up the phone and make that call to the AG, the governor, state reps and all. Be for us that soldiers standing on the wall, dedicated to duty, never dropping the ball. Remember to call, everyone. And Death Penalty Action has petitions on their website, deathpenaltyaction.org. They have petitions for every execution. The next execution in Texas is Blaine Milam. He is scheduled for September the 25th and is out of Russ County. Now, even though Mayo is gone, I will continue to use his words in his honor. Here's the news you can use. David Wood, you were scheduled for conference yesterday, June 26th at the Supreme Court. You will have that decision probably next week. Cedric Ricks, on June 16th, the state's motion to extend time to file a response to your petition at the Supreme Court. The new deadline is now July the 21st. Obel Cruz Garcia, you were docketed at the Supreme Court on June 20th, coming out of the Fifth Circuit. Micah Brown, the state filed its brief in opposition to your petition at the Supreme Court on June the 26th. Ruben Gutierrez, on June 26th, the Supreme Court ruled that you can bring a federal civil rights claim to challenge the state laws governing DNA testing. I know everyone is shocked that Justice Alito, Thomas, and Gorsuch dissented. Sotomayor, Roberts, Kagan, Kavanaugh, and Jackson all joined in the relief granted. Page Lawyer. On June the 13th, the state's brief was filed at the CCA. Franklin Davis. On June 17th, Magistrate Judge David Horan recommended that the district court deny all relief requested in either your original petition or proposed amended petition for federal habeas relief. deny a request for an evidentiary hearing, and deny a COA. Remember, that's just a recommendation. Robert Will, on June 17th, the state responded to your motion for leave to file to conduct discovery. Then on June 20th, you responded to the state at the district court. Richard Vasquez, on June 17th, you filed an opposed motion for judicial notice. James Calvert, on June 19th, the state filed an unopposed motion for extension of time. Anthony Francois, on June 23rd, you were granted a motion to seal documents at the district court. Charles Thompson, on June 24th, an attorney submitted a request to be your co-counsel. And Irving Davis, on June the 26th, the Fifth Circuit granted your motion for a COA on your Satanism and ineffective assistance of counsel claims. And Linda,
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay, I've got a poem from Vicente Ortiz. Belong to you. Years and years, even long nights, in the anticipation of tomorrow, awaiting not sentence to be carried out with a heartfelt sorrow. I am coming to peace, asking God during this time to bless my soul. At one point, a spot for my poor choices seemed as empty as a bottomless hole, anticipating and counting that moment as all these days would come to an end. Lost within myself, facing every new day as it begins. I admit I often feel at times I may soon lose my mind. I'm wandering aimlessly. I tell God to give me peace, which I did find. I listen to the courts with its senseless and endless chatter. In the fight, my supporters against the death penalty shift that matters. So, converting the days, months, even the long years that passes by, those many nights I prayed talking to God that I then began to cry. I'm looking forward to the day that all this will one day end. I'll hold on to the hope and faith because they are part of my friends. I found out that all my appeals have been denied, so they'll proceed and carry out the decision of the state. I'm no longer angry or bitter, nor do I hold nor harbor any hate. As my day approaches, the warden comes to read my death warrant, for I'm a condemned man. I tell him, yes, sir. All remedies have been exhausted. What's to come, I understand. I'm escorted by 6 riot-clad guards and strapped tightly down to a bed. Visitors and victims, familiars, families on the other side to witness my execution till I'm dead. As I said, I'm sorry. As forgiveness, I tell the warden, I'm ready and I will hold on to memories that will help me transition through, hoping that the longing for my death, but my victim's family, this day you all will find justice and your lives once again will belong to you. That's really sad, Vincent, but it's really true. It's very true. Very true. And I've got some birthdays this month for July. William Hudson, July 3rd. Elijah Joubert, July 3rd. Harlem Lewis III, July 5th. Obel Cruz Garcia, July 8th. Paige Lawyer, July 9th. Gerald Marshall, July 11th. William Irvin, July 11th. Cedric Marks, July 15th. Melissa Lucio, July 18th. Carrie Allen, July 21st. Jeffrey Provost, July 22nd. Humberto Garza, July 24th. Edward Busby, July 25th. Jason De La Cerda, July 26th. Dylan Compton, July 27th. Eric Cathy, July 29th. Stephen Staley, July 30th. Carlos Ayestas, July 30th. And Willie Jenkins, July the 30th. And Melissa Lucio, I'm hoping you'll be out by July the 18th. We're praying for you.
Absolutely. Every Wednesday.
Yes.
At 9:01, I check the CCA. So yes, we are definitely keeping a close lookout for the information.
Yes.
Hopefully it'll be ruled in your favor. We're keeping our fingers crossed. So I know a lot of people will be checking out the Gutierrez ruling from the Supreme Court. This could help quite a few people.
Yes.
So definitely check that out on your tablets. Again, it's Gutierrez versus Signs. So, and that is, I can't remember what county that's out of. I don't know why. Cameron County, maybe.
Cameron, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So, and as a reminder, I know Abe mentioned it last week, but every year they have the Fast and Starving for Justice, Fast and Vigil. And this year it's going to be from, and I know today's the 27th, but it's going to start on July the 29th, and it's going to go through July the 2nd. And that's in Washington, D.C. And, of course, everything, Abe has a fantastic website. It has all the petitions. It has all the information about this event. If you go onto his website, there's so many things, so many photos from previous years. And like I said, all the petitions for federal, all the petitions for people who have received stays in the past, but are still on death row. Those petitions are still up. Everyone who has an execution date right now has a petition up on his website. So, and I know a lot of people think that the petitions do not matter. They actually do if you have enough people. I know in the Kenneth Foster situation back in 2007, the amount of people who signed his petitions actually moved Governor Perry. At the time it was Perry. So y'all keep that in mind, that like we said, if we all work together, we can move mountains if we all work together. So we, have your people, anyone who's opposed to the death penalty, y'all definitely get out there and sign those petitions. It makes a difference, even the smallest ones. And just to read, if I can flip my page, the remaining executions for 2025 that have been scheduled so far: Michael Bell, coming out of Florida; Byron Black, Tennessee; Blaine Milam, Texas; Lance Shockley, Missouri; and Harold Nichols is out of Tennessee also. So, like I said, that's coming from, for right now. I know, I'm not sure of how the different states actually do it, but in Texas, they have to schedule it 90 days out, so actually 91. So at this point, it would be going into September. So hopefully we won't see any more. And that's all we got, David. Maybe.
You got 3 minutes. You ain't got no
3 minutes.
you can use?
Were you not listening?
So you said that's all you got, but you still got 3 minutes. So I was over there doing Linda. I'm doing some on the phones. I mean.
Oh, you're doing
Linda. I don't know what he's talking about.
He's doing Linda. He's doing Linda. Well, actually, I do have
2 minutes now. You can do it. I got faith in you.
Okay, well, hush. The new Texas law expands victims' rights, access to criminal parole information. Y'all need to check that out because the governor did sign that off. So victims' rights, they can access your criminal parole information. So keep that in mind. Anyone, I don't think it matters if, because Andy Kahn was saying that he was trying to access someone's, and he's not, he's just an advocate. So anyway, that was signed into law. And of course, Harris County Jail, 3 died in a 48-hour span.
It's ridiculous.
3 in a 48-hour span. So that makes 10 in custody deaths in 2025. Yes, I know that other jails are bigger, like in LA, but when 3 die in a 48-hour span, that's a big group. Did I make it, David? I think I did.
You did wonderful. You got 30 30 seconds
Oh,
left, but that's
okay.
okay. I won't nitpick you too bad.
Really?
I just got another email from those promoters. Isn't that? You know, guys, you don't know what I'm talking about, but the ladies do. We're having people that reach out to us and want to be guests on the show. And that's great. If you get out, you want to contact us and offer to come down to the station, come on down to the station. But there are people that are hiring promoters, and then the promoters are reaching out to us, and these promoters are charging folks to try and get them on the show. And I'm not here to fulfill anybody's paycheck. I don't get a paycheck. Do you get a paycheck, Dani?
Nope.
No. I mean, we do this because we love y'all. I do this because I've been there where you're sitting there. So, you know, if somebody gets out and they're advocating and they're working real hard like Marci Marie, I'm going to give her a place. Like Tatiana, I'm going to give her a place. Jamison Charles, he did wonderful. He's only been out 3 years. Look at all the stuff he's doing right now. And he's not just doing it for himself, he's doing it for everybody else. He's out there to help you, out there to help me, out there to help Lee College. I mean, that's what it's all about. So you guys hang tough. If you get out and you got somebody you want, and you want to recommend somebody, some of you guys are in Florida, Tennessee, California, share the advocates that you know of. Share the attorneys that you know of that are actually coming in there to help you. And then we'll get on the ball and we'll invite them down. But if they're just hiring a promotion company and that promotion company is trying to make $1, I'm sorry, but I'm not here to pay your paycheck. Is that polite enough?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see let's pay some bills, I reckon. You're listening to KPFT Houston. Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Team. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped to represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas, obtain parole, and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. More information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, can be found on their website at parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
All right, let's get to the calls. So line 2 is just someone that's on hold.
Linda put them on hold so they could listen to the show. So until we need that line, that's fine by me.
Okay, let's get to line 1. That is Coco. Hi, Coco.
Oh, Coco, right? You bust in the cutout. I'm sorry, guys. This is for everybody, especially in segregation or death row. I've been there in that area, but lately I've been having problems with my medical, and so lately I'm going to have oral surgery soon. So that's why I haven't been calling in. Then I have like legal work, it's like I'm busy. But if you called me, it's not that I'm ignoring you. That's why I'm busy. I'm either at the doctor's office or doing legal work. So this is my shout out for everybody who's listening. I recently will find out the last time everybody's like listening. So this is for my shout out for everybody. Happy 4th of July, everybody at the units, especially for Ramsey. That's my first unit. Who else is what's the Hondo one? Oh, Jonay and then LeBlanc. But I've been at McConnell, but they don't have the radio station. None of those have it. It's in Ramsey. My shout out for everybody who's listening, especially at McConnell, because I have friends over there. Pulaski. But everybody have a 4th of July. My phone number if you need it, but leave a message and I'll get to, or you have your family, leave a message and I'll get you back. It's 580-853-6912, and everybody have a safe holiday. And I don't want to scare anybody, but things are getting tough out here. But me with medical and everything, it's going to get through. So I got to get busy with my other legal work and with my SSDI, and then the lawsuit between Beaumont and it's kind of like, the civil lawsuit to how I got into prison. I'm off parole, so that's why I can speak what I'm on. And yes, the people that send me the information, yeah, it's in there. But right now, I just want to have shout out to everybody. Happy 4th of July, and call me if you need some help. I'm not Grindr or Tinder and all that. Just if you need help, I can do it, because I have everything here at the house, but it costs money. But right now, everything's getting crunched. But anyways, 580-853-612. Happy 4th of July to everybody, especially behind the walls and everybody who knows Coco, Ramsey and everywhere. But thank you, and have a good night. Thank you, everybody. Stop at the prison show. You've been there for me, and that's especially for 4th of July for you guys.
Happy 4th of July to you too, Coco.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye. All right. Now we have Bobby on line 3.
Hi, how y'all doing this evening?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing good. I want to do a shout-out to my son, Bo, at the Estelle unit. I just hope and pray that you're cool in there, and I know you're not. It's so hot out here. I worry real bad about you being in there where it's so hot. Mama loves you and everything, honey. And I'll try to get back up there to see you as soon as I can. And you have a happy 4th of July. And I love everybody at the show, too. And thank y'all very much.
Well, thank you, Bobby. We love you, too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Now, I think it's Annalisa.
Hello, friends at the Prison Show. This is Annalisa. I hope you are all well. Hope you are enjoying the summer. This is my message for my friend. Hello, Isidro. Hi, my dear friend. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing something nice, reading, painting, or whatever makes you feel good. I'm fine, working a lot, but also spending some time outside when I can, because the days are really sunny and warm now. Send you my warmest wishes, big hugs, and I look forward to your next email or letter. Take care, my friend, and stay well. Bye, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Okay. Now we have Eva Maria.
Good evening, everybody. This is Eva Maria from Germany. Many of you will know already what I'm going to say now. I would like to greet my pen friend, Rodolfo, and also all of you who don't have friends or family outside prison and may feel lonely. I often think about you, even if I don't know your names, and I would like to say, you matter. Be proud of yourselves. The world would be a different place without you, and it would be a worse place without you. You're unique. You are important. Have a nice evening despite the heat. Eva Maria.
Okay. And now the Italian Queen.
Hey, babe, I'm sorry for what you're going through. You'll be okay, T. Even if from afar, I'll be by your side. Through thick and thin, I promise. I love you so very much, and I need to see you, and when we do, you'll understand. You are very special to me, very much. Okay, thank you, Prison Show, for making this happen.
All right, that was short and sweet. Okay, let's get to Patty.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for doing this for us. The shout out to Humberto. Miguito, I'm just calling to say hi. I think I'm going to be making it out there this coming month to see you. Oh my God, the dogs are going to start barking. I think somebody's outside. Anyway, I'm hoping to go to the beach also this coming month. So towards the end of the month, I don't know, the 18th or the 25th, but either one of those weekends, it's when I'm going to go see you and go out and the beach, either or. But I love you. See you without all this week on vacation. He went fishing once. David and Mariano were out here, but couldn't go fishing with him. I was working, so. And he's going to work tomorrow, so we can't go fishing. Anyway, it works out like that sometimes. Your Tío Juan is doing amazing. God did a miracle, mijito. He's doing amazingly well. I love you, miss you, and I'll be seeing you this coming month. I love you, Papi.
Thank you, Patty. Oh, I guess you hung up before I could say. All right, now let's get to Caitlin.
This is a shout out for Beto Garza in Plonsky. Hola, how are you? I hope that you're in good health, spirits, staying safe, and that there is a smile on your handsome face. As for me, yeah, all is good. I'm here now with Daytona, and I was after meet up with Buddy and gave him carrots. Yeah, Buddy is doing good. He says howdy, and he also says thank you for the carrots. Daytona here is she's being her usual little diva self. At the moment she is snoozing and snoring. So she's about to have something to eat. And yes, she is doing good, and I will give her belly rubs for you. The weather here, it's a bit crazy. It was raining a bit yesterday, a bit today, but it's kind of warm, but it's still a bit rainy. Other than that, all is good. Please know that you're my heart, thoughts and prayers, and to stay safe. And also, I want to give a big shout out to Eric, Mark, Blaine, Will, Debo, and Rudy. Hope you all are doing good and you all are staying safe, and know that I'm saying a prayer for you all too. So, good night, sweet dreams, and stay safe. And to everybody at the prison show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
Thank you, Caitlin. All right, now we have Kalyango.
Good evening to everyone at the prison show. It's really an honor to be here. It has been sad weeks about the execution which has been taking place. But capital punishment is really an act of inhuman and degrading of human being. It violates human rights. I want to take this moment to pray for those whose lives have been taken away. And I want to pray for their families to stay strong and to keep living a positive life. I want to send my shout out to my brother Franklin Davis, Melissa Lucio, Robinson Roberts, Lasso, Peter Jr., Lyd Rodri, Abraham Bonowit, to my beautiful mom Linda, Madame Dani, David, Francis, Peter. Much love and peace from Uganda. Have a blessed weekend to you all.
Okay. Let's get to Freddie. Hey, Freddie.
Yes, I'm here. Hey, I want to do a shout out to the Wallace Pack unit, my brother James Dudley, and all my friends that I left behind there, Terry, Green, Brown, everybody. I hope y'all got home by now. I hope y'all doing better. And happy 4th of July coming up next Friday, I think it is. And everything's going on good. Pushing forward every day. And putting God first all the time. That's about all, guys, man. Y'all stay positive and keep y'all head up.
Say,
That'll
Freddie,
be all.
you okay, brother? You're not in the hospital, are you?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
David?
Yep. Yeah, I was asking you about your health. Are you okay? Yeah. All right, he hung up on him. Yeah, he was in the hospital last week. Whenever I texted him to ask him if he was going to do a shout-out, he had been in the hospital. So I was kind of worried about him, that's all.
Okay, well, at least he was able to make a shout-out this week, so that's good.
He must be doing better.
Yeah. All right, let's get to Lydia.
Hi, Dani. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm here watching the news, and it's more depressing, so I don't think I'm going to watch the news anymore.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what's going to become of us.
Me either.
But anyway, I went to see my son on Tuesday, had a good visit, and enjoyed the visit, and the weather was beautiful. Although we did get wet, but the drive back was nice because it had rained ahead of us, so it was cool. So it was a beautiful day and good visit with Beto, and he hasn't called me though. So make sure you call me tomorrow, Beto. I don't know why you haven't called me. But we're good. We're keeping an eye on a storm that's brewing up in Yucatan. We'll probably get some rain from that. But it'll probably ruin the 4th of July weekend. That's next weekend, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So, but that's brewing up in Yucatan. So, but we have beautiful weather right now, and I'm just getting ready here for night. And I just want to tell my son that I love him and I miss him dearly, and for him to keep his head up and his beautiful smile, and tell him that I love him very much. And to make sure to call me tomorrow. Okay? And I just talked to Tia Jane. She was on her way to work. She said she was going to work a full schedule tonight, or whole 8 hours or whatever she works. And she said Jessica was back at work already, that she's been back to work for 2 weeks now. She's at the courthouse. She's back at the courthouse, but she's back at work. And I haven't seen Tia Rosa. I don't think she's there. And Mariano left yesterday back to work. And Dio's been around. I guess he's not working, and maybe he's on vacation. And I've been calling Tia early most of today, but she hasn't answered her phone. I think I'm going to text her right now, see where she's at. But yeah, Gracie got back yesterday, I think at 4 from Houston with Tio Juan. And we're good, mijo. We're good. Everybody's good. Just keep your head up. I love you. Tell the guys hi. And you know who you are, guys. So, Nina, big shout out for you all. Oh, and it was Odie's birthday yesterday, mijo. I found out today. Or it was his birthday on the 26th. I don't know what today is anymore.
But, Mijo, love you. Keep your head up. And call me tomorrow. Strong hug, puppy. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Lydia.
Good night, Lydia.
Bye.
All right, let's get to Grace on line 1. Hey, Grace.
Hi. Yes, I'm just calling to, for a shout out for Beto Garza. This is Tia Grace, mijo. How are you all doing? Tio Juan, I came back from Houston yesterday and found out that Tio Juan does not have angiosarcoma. I got a call from the doctor today. He has a type of sarcoma, but it's not the angio, so that was good news. He's doing very well, and I'm just calling to say that we're doing fine. Tia Early didn't answer your mom because she's out playing maquinitas out in Lyford, but everybody down here is doing good. I love you, papi. Keep your head up. I hope to see you soon. And shout out to all the guys in there. Keep the faith. We love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Grace. All right, now Captain Tom. Hey, Captain Tom.
Hey, Dani, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm making it, I guess. Dave?
No, I'm hiding.
David?
I said I'm hiding. Can you hear me?
Hello, Dave.
Yeah, I'm talking. I can hear me. Can you hear me, Dani?
I can hear you.
Yep.
Okay, well, I wanted to thank David for helping me out on my show on Wednesday. We were talking about incarcerated veterans, and David, you know, I called David on the phone, and he gave us, you know, some help. And I hope that they get help for all these guys in, you know, in CDCJ. I mean, this heat, I mean, you're going to have people, you know, that's going to have heat strokes. So, you know, I hope something's done soon about that. I mean, just, you know, it's inhuman because they're not doing anything about, you know, the heat and the cold. So, shout out to all my incarcerated veterans. Special shout out to John Michael Armstrong. And you can still donate to KPFT by going to kpft.org or call 713-526-5738 or text the word give to 713-526-5738, or you can become a sustainer and you donate to the prison show. I'm Captain Tom, and we'll hear from, I'll have a list next week, and you'll hear from me live right here at KPFT. Have a nice night.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. All right. Now let's get to Mel. Hey. Hey, Mel.
I'm here. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Thank you for taking my call. Hello, Miss Dani, Mr. David, and my friend, Miss Linda, and everybody else there. Thank you for doing what you do to make this happen. I'd like to make two shout-outs. The first one to Marcus Mullen out in the Dieball unit. Hi, Marcus. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying cool and comfortable. I hope you've got things to do, and that hopefully your pace is progressing. And just be safe. Keep your head up and put one foot in front of the other.
And just, if anything tips you off, just let it go over your head. Just give it to God. And I just hope you're doing all right. I haven't asked Father David about you lately. He just got back from, I forget where he went today. I can't remember. I'm having a tough time with my rememberer. But anyway, he got back safely, and the kids and Mrs. Jennifer are doing good, and the dogs are the dogs, and the chickens are the chickens. He's hatching, incubating some more eggs, so he just gave away, or sold, I don't know which one, about 30 chicks and adults the other day, so he's having fun. I still buy my eggs at HEB, but don't tell him. I just don't think that he has enough. My business doesn't really matter, but it's fun watching them. You take care, have a safe Independence Day, and enjoy whatever they give you. And just take care. I hope your family's doing okay. And just remember that you're loved and you're thought about daily. I haven't talked to Alexis lately, but I hope he's doing okay. He's taking some college courses online, so he's staying busy and out of trouble. So you take care and just know you're loved and thought about. Hopefully I'll talk to you next week. My next shout-out is for my nephew. I'm sorry, I'm brain dead. What is his name? Oh, my gosh.
Bradley Aikens?
Bradley Aiken. I'm sorry, Bradley Aiken at the Santollo unit, I hope. I guess he's still there. I haven't checked the computer. But, hey, Bradley, I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're staying cool. And staying out of trouble. Keep your head up and put one foot in front of the other. Just do what you need to do to be safe and just make the time pass. I still haven't gotten in touch with your mom. I guess I'm kind of scared to talk to her because we didn't get along last time I texted her. So, but I'll get up the courage, I hope. And I haven't talked to your dad either. But we text nightly and daily. He's still working, plugging along. I had a good doctor visit today. My diabetes is under control, so I'm doing good. A lot of diet changes. I went grocery shopping after my doctor visit and bought $50 worth of food. Just 2 bags. So everything is expensive. But you take care, enjoy your Independence Day, be safe, and just know you're loved. I do love you. We're all human. We make mistakes. And hopefully you can grow from it and learn from it. And just take care and have a blessed weekend. I love you, Bradley. Good night. Good night, Prison Show. Traveling grace to everybody. And stay cool and have a safe weekend.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. Now we have, let's get to Kiki.
Hi, this message is for Rodney Reed at the Polonsky unit. Hey Rodney, it's Kiki, just calling in, let you know I'm thinking of you, missing you and loving you. It was really good to hear your voice and get your calls. I know we spoke today, but it got quiet all of a sudden, and I had to hang up because I didn't hear you, and I kept saying hello, hello, and no response, so I had to hang up the phone. But I just checked my bank account, and I got my money put in, so you can call me as much as you want, okay? I let your brother know. I sent him a message in case you called him after I talked to you, so he can let you know to call me back that it got disconnected. Anyways, I'm just home chilling right now, so hopefully I'll hear back from you tomorrow or later today via phone. Hang in there, Rodney. Always know I'm thinking of you, missing you, loving you, and praying for you. Talk to you soon. Thank you, Prison Show, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and week, and everybody out there listening. Thank you. God bless.
All right, now let's get to Francine. Hi, Francine.
Hello. Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
I would like to do a shout out to my son, to Martin. Baby, I love you, and I'm always here for you. We all missed you, and God willing, soon we'll be together. Keep your head up, son. There's nothing that can get you down. Only the devil can get you down, baby. And I already told you that. God is good. So keep your head up, son. I love you. Have a great weekend. And happy Independence Day. And I hope to talk to you soon, son. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Francine. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, now we have Mr. Mysterious Mike.
Hello, this is Mysterious Mike doing his shout-outs for the prison show. Here's my shout-outs. The guys of Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Stephen McGee. Shout-out for Philip Perez. Shout-out for Matt Thomas, Edward Reeves, Adam Wilkerson. Shout-out for Oz. Shout-out for Keith Money. Tasha wants me to do a shout-out for Payday. Shout-out for Haas. Shout-out for Aaron Vasquez. Shout-out for Curtis Robertson. Shout-out for Blaine Milam. Shout-out for Raymond Lee Cart. Shout-out for Bill R. Sims. And shout-out for Clarence Lee Bowman. Hopefully you're doing much better. And shout out for Jesse Gomez. Hopefully everything is doing well. And I hope everybody has a happy 4th of July. And now back to the prison show.
All right, Linda, do you want to do your shout outs?
I guess y'all can hear me now, huh?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, I want to say some shout-outs. Jamal J. Fisher, I'm cracking up over your letter. I can't wait to finish reading it tonight. It's really hilarious. Anyway, I'll write you back. Chris Conwell, Xavier Davis, Jason Walker, Jose Chicola, Antonio Gilbert, Joe Laws, Chris Conwell in Indiana, Antonio Anguago, David Duran, Tyrone Williams, Raymond Becerra. Hey, Raymond, I'm coming to see you Sunday. Jack Carter, Edward Holland, Eric Pleasant, Ray Freeney, Sean Glatz, Curtis Allen, Juan Cervantes, Cody Lloyd, Washington, Devon Wynn, Arancio Gonzalez in California, Trinity Martin, Frederico Hoven in Indiana, Dean Deal, Joshua Lale, Maryland, Robert Cooper, Jimmy Hott, Harris, Terrell Rogers, Juan Segura, Oklahoma, Christopher Quinsbury, Curtis Allen, Juan Cervantes, California, Cody Lloyd, Washington, Damon Blunson, Charles C. Bolton, Jordan Bright, Travis Fletcher, Ken Decker, Jeff McClendon, Alfred Mitchell, Jeremiah Rodriguez, Tyler Adams, Chris Foster, Victor Loya, Reginald Matthews, Gregory Allen, Curtis Robertson, Midget Titan, Paper Cup, William Owen Sr., Stephen Curry, Charles Thompson, Talon Carter, Dennis Price, Samuel Solomon, Robert Roberson, Robert Satterfield, Robert Solis, Lucky Ward, Ronald Haskell, Gary Green, Franklin Davis, Micah Brown, Jaime Cole, Blaine Milam, Paul DeVoe, Marcus Drury, Pete Russell, Will Spear, Britt Ripkowski, Christopher Turner, Larry Hatton, Bill Sims, Iron Thunderhorse, David Wood, Walter Sorto, Joel White, Lovey Smith, and Vincente Ortiz. Good night, guys. Talk to you next week.
What about you, David? Do you have some shout-outs?
You know, I got a whole list of them. I just got to get my phone opened up. What about you? You got shout-outs too, don't you?
I do.
Well, go ahead. That way I'll get mine opened up.
Okay. All right. Great big shout-out to Farron and Blaine. You know, some people are saying that, you know, just because y'all are two of my best friends, that maybe I got something going on with y'all. I don't. Farron's too old and feisty, and Blaine is, well, he's Blaine. I mean, no. No. Okay, great big shout-outs to y'all. T, Big Head, Jason Thornburg, Quick, David Hunter, Larry at the Huntsville unit, Brett Rodrigo, Xavier, Troy Glover, Travis Fletcher, Stephen Drayton, Kenneth Decker, Eddie at the Wainwright unit, Denise Farmer, Brian Rogers, Joel White, Jay at the Win unit. Great big hugs to you, Jay. Leroy at the Pack unit. Leroy, call me. I missed your call, so call me. Brian Rogers, Russell Rieger, and of course, CJ. Great big shout outs to every single one of you. And now it's time for you, David.
Now it's my turn. By talking to my mic, like I tell everybody else to do.
Yep.
Don't you miss Dewey? Dewey'd always get on your butt about that. Let's see. Let's give a big old shout out to Travis Fletcher. Of course, I did get your message, but I was driving on the way here, and my mom was talking to me. So shout out to you, brother, and I'll send you an email probably tomorrow sometime. Shout out to Akeem McIver, Alexander Orchard, Andrew Westbrook, Ashley Bradshaw, Brian Smith, Charles Miller, Crystal Minnie, Curtis Henderson, Curtis Otto, Daniel Campbell, Daniel Lipscomb, Daryl Adkins, David Easley, David Saffel, David Weller, Douglas Stickle, Earlyn McKay, Gustavo Sanchez, Hakeem Tyson, Hugo, here we go again. One of these days y'all tell me how to pronounce your name. It's Hugo Cusalpa. I think it's just hard for me to say. Isaac Navarrete, Jaime Quijano Jr., Jamel Fisher, James McElreath, Jaron Reasonover, Jesus Vasquez, John Graves, John Thomas, Jordan Seal, Joseph Bender, Joseph Nimitz, Kerry Sellers, Colton Caruso, Kyle Triplett, Lamar Sanders, Larry Johnson. Sounds like I'm echoing now. Lionel Rogers, Marcus Brown, Maria Pena, Mark Sykes, Marvin Covington, Matthew Hoover, Michael Flores, Michael Johnson, Montana Ruckman, Maury Holloway, Nicholas Smith, Rashad Eady, Richard Little, Richard Smeal, Ronald Allman, Roy Forbes, Ryan Kloss, Shabazz Muhammad, Stanley Corbett, Stephen Bartley, Stephen Drayton, and Tiffany Cheeks. Travis Walters, Tyler Shipp, Victor Gamble, Victor Loya, Walter Woodard, Zachariah Areola. Kelly McClements, if you're listening tonight, I appreciate you calling earlier today. Hope you're hope you did tune in. That would be pretty cool. Let's shout out to Dennis Price, Billy, Pete, Rodney Reed. I'll send you a message tomorrow. I heard, I got a message from you earlier today. Man, I don't have my Securus opened up. So all you guys in TDCJ, you know, I was thinking about y'all the other day. Some of y'all I done time with, and I know you're still down there doing time, and rumor got out that, hey, David's still doing the prison show. Man, you know what? I'm going to retire from here one of these days like Ray did. I'm going to do it till I can't do it no more. So y'all keep your heads up. Hopefully the flies went away, and I don't know what else. Dennis, I hope you're enjoying the Hughes unit. It's pretty cool that you got moved away from Mexico. What else? Dani?
Well, I was going over our live feed on Facebook.
Yeah.
And Marci Marie has been giving us a ton of stars.
Stars.
Yes, I mean just stars here, stars there. She's telling everyone to give us stars. So I was like, what exactly?
It's a pay thing. We're not quite there yet, but we're almost there.
Yeah, I was looking that up, and so anyway.
Yeah, since we've been a nonprofit, I hadn't been monetizing, and we were also putting songs on the air that have been dinging us, and so I've been trying to get away from that, trying to get all our ducks in a row, because as soon as certain things are accomplished, then there's no reason why we can't monetize.
Right. I just wanted to give a big thank you to Marci and everyone else who, I think someone else did throw some stars at us. We appreciate you. However, Marci, I just saw her name over and over and over, throwing stars at us. We appreciate you so much.
She's not even from Asia, huh?
No.
Chinese stars?
No. No.
Chunking them at us.
Yeah, she's just chunking them at us. You know, for the longest, I didn't know what that meant, but now I know it.
You had to go look it up, huh?
I looked it up because I was like, what exactly is going on? So,
have you been keeping up with that Senate Bill 3 thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been posting it on my page. I didn't put it on the prison show page, I don't think, but I actually put it on my personal page. I got a kick out of Dan Patrick whenever he went out there and said that he thinks that Greg Abbott wants to legalize marijuana, like it's a big deal. And then Greg Abbott turned right around and legalized medical marijuana. So, I mean,
yes, he did. Yes, he did. And what I found humorous is Dan Patrick said, does he want everyone in Colorado and California just walk around stoned, just walking around, everybody stoned? What does he want? Texas to just, all the Texans just walking around stoned. I'm like, really, dude? Not everyone in Colorado or California are walking around.
Linda says they are in Austin.
Oh my God. You know, I remember when I was young enough to go on 6th Street, and
Were you stoned?
I was all the above. I was back in my college days.
I mean, there's so many pros to it. I mean, there's some cons also, but there's more pros than there are cons, I think.
Well, especially when you look at alcohol. Alcohol is...
Oh, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
And that is legal. At least marijuana comes from a plant.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, I used to work with an electrician. He was an alcoholic, and he was always shaking, and it scared me to death. But then I had an electrician buddy of mine that smoked a lot of weed, and he's like, whoa, wait a minute, man, let's check this out. You know what I mean? He didn't rush right into nothing. I'd rather work with him than I did the other guy.
Electrician who's,
Yeah.
shaking is not.
Shaking and he always reeked. So he'd be in the elevator and the door would open up and it would just blow you away.
Yeah.
So, but of course, the dude that smoked a lot of weed, he'd go out on break and come back, and you can smell it too. So I mean,
Yeah, but that's a better kind of smell.
I kind of enjoy that. Didi kind of trips out because we'll be driving down the road, and if you don't have your air conditioner put on recirculate inside the truck, it'll bring in whoever's driving down the freeway smoking a doobie. It'll bring it right in the truck.
Yes.
And she says, "Can you smell that?" And I'll be grinning from ear to ear. I was sober 18 years, but I still enjoy the smell. So
You know, my dad worked for Public Works in Lake Charles,
yeah,
and he worked around the incinerator. Well, they would bring all the confiscated pot down to the incinerator at Public Works, and he'd stand down on when it was blowing when they were incinerating it.
and he'd get high.
Well, they wouldn't drug test him for a while.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have been following that very, very closely. That SB, what is it, 3?
SB3, yeah. They're supposed to have a special legislative session, and they want to talk about legalizing it, and not just legalizing, but regulating it. That was the word that they were using.
Well, they regulate everything else. I mean,
it just seems like the thing to do to me. I mean, if they put their hand in the pot and they keep track of it, then they can't go around accusing everybody doing everything illegal. But I think what the problem is the medical field is protesting it because they're going to lose out money on pain pills and different things like that. More people are going to be using gummies.
absolutely.
I mean, it's just all the people that are backing Dan Patrick
Yes.
have reasons to turn it off or whatever. And everybody else, there's like, what did they say, 58,000 jobs or something like that?
58,000, yeah.
That are affected by this decision. And I think it boils down to, and there's so many people already that are using gummies, and it's already illegal for a lot of the things that people are doing, but they decriminalize a certain amount of marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
Personal usage and whatnot is decriminalized. So why not just take the next step? And I mean, if they're monitoring it and they've got their hands in the pie, so to speak, then they're still getting a kickback out of it. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. I just thought it was pretty cool. Dan Patrick, the way Greg Abbott waited to the last like 20 minutes or something.
I know. You know, I don't care for Greg Abbott, but you know what? Kudos to him for doing that.
Yeah, but then you got the Ken Paxton ordeal. Have you kept up with that?
Oh, God.
Now
yes.
they got somebody, one of his aides supposedly tampered with evidence.
Yes,
Yeah.
which wouldn't surprise me because he got away.
I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't him though, or he didn't tell him to go do it or something. I mean, it's just.
Oh yeah, he talk about a crook.
Yeah, he really is. And what gets me though is if I go do something like that, they're gonna hang me high, throw me in prison. I mean, I did how many years? I mean, but here this guy is just openly doing it and getting away with it.
And the highest attorney of in Texas. I mean, it's crazy what you can get away with.
He should be held to a higher standard.
He should be. Don't get me started on a higher standard. now.
Welcome to Texas.
Yes. Or welcome to the USA.
Yeah, well, I guess Trump did the same thing. How many felonies did Trump have?
I don't know, 103. It's 34, I believe. Yeah.
That's just, but you know, and you know, Ray Hill was a felon, and he ran for city council. He didn't get it, but he did run.
Yeah.
And we had another felon up in Austin.
Yeah, I remember that.
He passed away, but whenever he went to run, then they all wanted to try and make a law stating he couldn't run.
Exactly. Yeah,
But-
I remember that.
Yeah.
He came on the prison show.
Yeah, he used to be on the prison show. But I just feel like once you do your time, it's over with. It should be over with. If Ray Hill used to talk about the Citizen Restoration Act of 1985 or whatever. If you're a citizen and your rights have been restored, then you should be able to do whatever you want to do.
Right, but that doesn't... Was the guy in Austin on parole?
No, he was off everything.
He was off, okay.
Still had the felony on his record. Texas don't forget.
No, they don't.
Yeah. I mean, they say that after 5 years you can own a firearm in your home. but you can't have one. I mean, here we have open carry all over the place, but yet you can't do that. And it doesn't matter if you've been off parole for 30 or 40 years. As long as you still have that felony on your record, you can't openly carry your weapon. I would think if you've been a good boy and you're off parole, you should have all your rights restored. That's just, but that's my 2 cents.
I agree on that, although I'm not one of those gun supporters.
Yeah, but think about it. If you get off parole and then you screw up again, you get all those enhancements all over again, so you have that much more reason not to screw up.
True.
So we're held at a higher standard. Get back to the higher standard.
Yeah, here we go. There's that standard again.
Yeah, but they want to hold us to a higher standard, but yet they're not there.
Yes.
So, but they did pass a bill this time to hold officers and staff members to a higher standard if they're carrying stuff into the prisons. So.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Yay! Which we won't even go into the people indicted or over in the what county is the Telford unit on? I can't remember. Anyway, the troll posted all these names coming out of the Telford unit, and it's like, ooh wee, that's a whole lot of indictments there.
Yeah, the troll shows all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yes, he does. And Linda, what was that one earlier today? One of the officers got upset.
And went and punched out the sergeant because he was messing with another
officer.
Oh, yeah.
And then they sprayed the gas or something.
Yeah.
Sprayed gas. I don't even remember what unit that was. I was trying to follow.
Staff member cheating with another staff member. Then they have a lover's quarrel.
That was
crazy.
That was freaking awesome.
Yeah, and then there was a picture of a TDCJ staff, and he put on there which one had a child by an 18-year-old inmate. Did you see that?
I did not see that one.
That one. I love that troll though.
He blasts
so
them.
funny.
He does do that. He blasts them.
He knows everything about everybody.
I think when he first started, he wrote over at the prison show and asked us to put his address on the air, and we decided, because we didn't know who he was. You remember that, David?
Yeah, but does he really want his address over the air?
Well, I'm talking about back then. When he first got started, he wanted, but now, because he wanted more tips and he wanted things coming in. Well, now he doesn't need it. Because
he's got a lot of tips.
He's got a lot of tips. Truly a lot of tips.
So what kind of news did we not talk about tonight?
Well,
is there anything major that we're missing? I know we got Marci talked about it. We got the march coming up on the 19th.
Yes, Marci did talk about that, and I had printed that out, but God, I don't know what I did with it.
It's on the prison show page. We'll just have to look for it, but it's in San Antonio. She called it Milam, but I think in Houston we have a road called Milam.
Milam.
M-I-L-A-M. So,
that's Blaine's last name.
Yeah, that's Blaine Milam. So she called it Milam. I don't know how the right way is to pronounce it in San Antonio, but we call it Milam in Houston.
Well, and
you can't find it?
No.
I thought you was looking for it.
No, I wasn't looking for it.
I was trying to stall.
I thought you were looking for it.
I will now. It's in San Antonio, and I'm sorry, but I don't think on July 19th I'll be able to walk enough to march, but it would be a good idea if you can. I have my scooter. I guess I could go out and ride my scooter. I might have my three-wheeler by that time.
Oh, we do have something else. The Texas Board of Criminal Justice Chairman, Eric Nichols, announced that they have initiated the search for a successor to Executive Director Brian Collier's position. So they are, and he went all out with everything that they, the application period for this incredible opportunity to lead the vast and talented TDCJ team and operations is currently set to expire on July the 12th. So if you think you have the credentials to lead TDCJ, throw your hat in the ring.
Woohoo!
I think I could.
Linda's going to throw her hat in the ring.
Yeah.
Just throw yours, don't throw mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get that picture?
I did. So the Texas Formerly Incarcerated People's March, July 19th, starting at 11 a.m. They will assemble at Milam Park. That's at 501 West Commerce Street. And they will start marching at 12 p.m.
And it says it's brought to you by Big Homie Street Mentoring, but it has a picture of Steve Huerta from All of Us or None on the front of it.
Yeah.
Steve's been on the prison show, too. I like the way they got the...
Has Big Homie?
Yeah, Big Homie symbol.
That's Big Homie. I know. I think we need Big Homie.
Yeah, we ought to get Big Homie on here, huh?
I think so.
Woohoo! Well, and then Mike keeps saying Happy 4th. I've heard 2 or 3 people say Happy 4th of July, but the prison show will be here on the 4th of July.
Yes, we will.
That's next Friday.
We will.
Most of the festivities in town are happening on the 5th of July. And I think on the 4th of July, April Towery will be in the studio.
Oh.
Woohoo!
That's awesome. Love me some April. She's awesome.
Well, we had her on, but we didn't interview her. She came in to actually get enough material for her own interview.
You know what? Thank you for saying that, David, because I got people complained to me that I did not interview her, but she wasn't on the...
Yeah, that wasn't why she was on the show or in the studio.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, we've had a couple of special guests that I put on there, but they weren't here, but I wanted to make them feel welcome by putting their name out there. So, but that was April that time. I was trying to find...
And she came to the prison show film screening. Which, if you haven't watched it yet, it is on Edovo.
So, we got about a minute. I was talking with Gabby today, and the prison show film got another award, or it's up for another award or something like that, in France. And the reason why she hasn't broadcast a lot, because they're called the Scam Awards. But scam is an acronym, and it's French, and I forget exactly what she told me it meant, but she was telling me the translation, because I said it doesn't look very good for you to be getting a scam award.
No.
But in France, it's a big deal because the prison show film has been on French TV for quite a while, and I don't know that I'll let the cat out of the bag, but. We may have another screening in Austin coming up pretty soon. I got to talk with Marci and wait until Gabby gets the right dates, but it's probably going to be around October, and then it may be coming out on on-demand TV in certain places, but I'm not sure exactly when or whether I'm actually able to say too much more. So I will shut up. So the next option will be to see it in Austin. Hopefully somewhere around October. So, anything else?
Nope.
Let's stay tuned for Damage Control. Hang in there, Skyla Dawn. I seen you on the Facebook page earlier today. You guys and DJ Chill. And we'll see you guys on the 4th of July. I hope you have a good weekend.
Have a great weekend.
See you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JV. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time it's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. show me more. In my dreams I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. To the men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This thing's my love. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison.